Leave Kathy alone. Leave her alone.
Everyone else is talking about it, so I will too. What's up guys, Amber Smiles Jones here and welcome back to my channel, Professionally Silly. Well, Donald Trump is in the news once more, but this time it's because of what someone else did to him. Kathy Griffin has actually found a way to make herself relevant by making herself irrelevant. That's right, Kathy Griffin has moved herself from the D list to the F list, and apparently F stands for F up my career. Not too long ago, Kathy Griffin did a photo shoot with the severed bloody head of Donald Trump. I'll be honest with you, when I first heard about this story, I wasn't even truly upset. I was more trying not to smile because I felt horribly for laughing at it. You know, when I heard about this as well, my mind kind of shot back to when President Obama was elected. And I remember all the full-bodied figures of Obama that was hanging from nooses set on fire. I remember all the hateful messages that were written on signs by people who just did not want a black president in office. What Kathy Griffin did was bold and kind of up, yeah. But it was actually done out of art, out of comedy. Whereas when Obama was elected president, people were doing this out of pure hatred. Look at us now. You fools actually elected a real life villain into office. Now, I'm not saying what Kathy did was good, smart, or even funny. Hell, most of the things that she does are neither of those things. No, I'm kidding. You know, I was a fan of Kathy, and I still am a fan of Kathy. She has been an inspiration to so many female comics. But did she go too far? I don't know. You know, for me, the jury is still out on that one. Kathy left this apology video on Twitter.
I sincerely apologize. I am just now seeing the reaction of these images. I'm a comic. I crossed the line. I moved the line, then I cross it. I went way too far. Taking down the image, gonna ask the photographer to take down the image, and I beg for your forgiveness. I went too far. I made a mistake and I was wrong.
In the comment section below, let me know what you guys think. Because of this controversial photo, Kathy has lost endorsements and she was fired by the CNN network. Every year for the last 10 years, Kathy Griffin and Anderson Cooper have hosted the CNN New Year's Eve celebration broadcast. After hearing what Kathy did, Anderson Cooper dropped her faster than the panties of a virgin on prom night. Kathy was shocked that Anderson didn't have her back because she considered them to be really good friends. This is what Anderson Cooper tweeted. For the record, I am appalled by the photo shoot Kathy Griffin took part in. It is clearly disgusting and completely inappropriate. Rumor has it that Cooper already has an idea of who he wants to use to replace Kathy on the CNN New Year's Eve celebration. Longtime friend Andy Cohen, host of Fox's Love Connection. Now, it was said that they were set up on a blind date in the early 90s, but it didn't work out. And in Los Angeles, they were actually introduced once again through mutual friends and have been buddies ever since. Now, I don't know if it's me, but I'm starting to smell a little bromance in the air. Now, Kathy Griffin's comedy has always been racy, and she's been known to push the envelope. But should her 37-year career be destroyed? Now that I'm not too sure of, but let's be honest here. Trump is using this story as a way to distract us from the bullshit he's doing in office. Like firing the one person who was investigating his crooked, wrinkled ass. Not to mention, it's a hell of a distraction from the fact that the First Lady could be boning his head of secretary. But that's another story. If you want to know more about that story, there is a link in the description box below and you can take a look at it. Okay, yeah, alright. In hindsight, perhaps holding the severed bloody head of Donald Trump is a bit much, and technically he is the president of the United States. However, he has done much worse to our country as well as our citizens. He has alienated the definition of America and what it stands for. Jim Carrey had this to say about the photograph.
Kathy Griffin just got herself in a hell of a lot of trouble. As a comic, as a writer, as a comedian, as a performer, what do you think of that, and should people forgive her?
I'd see that everybody's a hypocrite because everybody's imagined themselves standing there with his head. You know what I mean? I mean, maybe at least half the country. You know, we're in a tough spot. It's a very, very divided world, and we're sitting there watching this nonsense happen, and people like Sean Spicer come out and talk about it like we're kindergartners, you know, and covering for this president is like putting makeup on a melanoma. You know, not only unsightly, but it's dangerous.
Okay, I'll be real with you right now, okay? He has to be one of the most shittiest presidents ever elected. And not even just the most shittiest president. He's a pretty shitty person in general. He has openly spoken out about his hatred for minorities, women, the LGBT community, and so much more. His own wife doesn't even seem to want to be around him. She rarely holds his hand.
Oh, bitch, get out the way.
He has lied to us about everything and is dividing this country in more ways than one. As far as I'm concerned, they can take one of those huge circus tents, cover the entire White House, and fumigate that start the over. Because the entire administration is garbage. And it's full of people filled with hatred, ignorance, and the worst part is they are arrogant about their ignorance. Woo, I'm sorry, I got a little off topic, but I had to say that real quick.
Ooh, I'm sorry, I got a little off topic, but I had to say that real quick.
Kathy Griffin held a press conference not too long ago, and she tried to be as honest and as humble as she could. And then she opened her mouth.
I'm not afraid of Donald Trump. He's a bully. I've dealt with older white guys trying to keep me down my whole life, my whole career. I'm a woman in a very male-dominated field. I love what I do. I love making people laugh more than anything in the world. And I have learned over the years that sometimes when you do stand-up, and I've done it, people want, you know, a joke that's out there and a little crazy. Regarding the image that I participated in, that apology absolutely stands. I feel horrible. I have performed in war zones. The idea that this, you know, made people think of this tragedy, to have been touched by this tragedy, is horrifying and it's horrible. Trust me, if I could redo the whole thing, I would have had a blow-up doll and no ketchup. You know, I make mistakes. I'm an out-there comedian. I'm an in-your-face comedian. What's happening to me has never happened, ever, in the history of this great country, which is that a sitting president of the United States and his grown children and the First Lady are personally, I feel, personally, trying to ruin my life forever. Forever. You guys know him. He's never going to stop. The death threats that I'm getting are constant, and they are detailed, and they are serious, and they are specific. And today it's me, and tomorrow it could be you. I believe so passionately about this. If I don't stand up and say this, I'm afraid there's going to be some 12-year-old nerdy girl like me in Forest Park, Illinois, who's going to maybe be watching me to see what I do. And this bully and this president, of all people, is going to come after me? He picked the wrong redhead. I've made fun of W. I made fun of Clinton. Oh, God, remember the Monica dress days? Those were the days. You could make dress jokes all day long, and nobody tried to kill you. You shouldn't have to die for this. I'm under a Secret Service investigation.
And the first family did not come after you with any of the other presidents. You know, it is so unpresidential for them to respond to a comment.
I get what I am. I'm the shiny object. I get it. We all know what's going on here. They're using me as the shiny object so that nobody's talking about his FBI investigation. All right, I get it. I'm 56 years old. I'm 110 pounds wet. I've had everybody turn on me, and I just want to make people laugh. That's all I want to do. I'm not laying down for this guy. I'm going to make fun of him. I'm going to make jokes about him and the housewives and Kardashians.
I mean, she did have a point.
Thanks so much for joining me here on Professionally Silly. In the comment section below, I want to know what you guys really, truly think about what Kathy Griffin did. Because I'm curious. I got a feeling the comments are going to be lit as If you guys liked the video, make sure you go ahead and click that thumbs up button and give your girl some like love. And if you're new to my channel, make sure you click the subscribe button so you'll be notified on my weekly videos.
Never miss an update. Tap the bell to get every notification for this channel. Please don't forget to check the description box below for bonus information. I'll see you guys next time.
Yeah, that's right, guys. Let's get up and verb.